Oi, oi, Flat Earth British, Martin Leitker speaking. Welcome, guys. Welcome back. Flatterday is back on. It's been a while. I have missed the Flatterday. I do love a Flatterday, an hour where we fight for our right to party. Okay, let me just check my comms are in order. Okay. That'll do. That sounds irie. Good to see you all, guys. It's been a while. Flat Earth British, live and direct from Houston, Texas. I'm a Welshman in Texas, which is about, I'm finding, as rare as rocking horse shit. They don't really do too many Welsh people. So it's a shock for them as well as me. I'm having a fantastic time. I've been in America for a month now, and there's all sorts of things happening in the near future, meets and such like, because by public demand, a lot of people want to hook up. Okay, with Flat Earth British while he's in the country. It makes perfect sense, guys. So I'll talk about all of that and the context of my post and everything after I catch up with you lot. Give you all the obligatory shoutage. So let's use any else. Okay. So we got Mr. C in the house. Good to see you again, my friend. And there's Corey. Okay. Corey's in the house. Okay. So yeah, let's get all loosey goosey. Okay. Celebrate good times. Come on. Mood. Okay. Crush a grape because you don't give a fuck. And you're fearless. You are a fearless warrior. Okay. You're a fearless warrior for whatever this fucking weird place is, which is getting extra weird. We're going to look at some of that. There's been some strange atmospheric phenomena, some strange shit going down in the last week. I'm going to talk about all that in this post. It's been a really amazing full moon, but it has been a bit since it's been full moon, but that's completely understandable because hospitals and police stations and stuff, they sort of know that it's all going to go to shit in the handbag when it's full moon. So everyone goes lunatic for some reason. So we're going to talk about, in this post, we're going to talk about the mirror realm. Now, I'm a realmian. Okay, don't do worlds. So actually, I just do my own version of reality. I'm not really bothered what other people got their own journey, what they think, what they want. But my version is I think it's a realm. I mean, there are other realms of existence, but they're existing side by side, if you like, out of frequency. All in this place is vibration. But what we have discovered through Flat Earth British is that this world was completely different. It was built on different fundamentals back in what they call, or I call, the golden age of Tartaria, where we had, active Antiquity, people living longer, people were healthier. But the Phoenicians, okay, come in with all of this phonetics that we're speaking, which we are now, over the last few years of discovering that we're doing spells for them, which isn't too good, is it? And we also think in phonetics. That's a bit of a shit as well. But I'm Welsh. We've got a Welsh language that they've been trying to stamp out forever. Which has a lack of vowels, and a lot of people, Hidden Histories Ross, and a load of books, many of which I've got, which has suggested that the lost Hebrew language is actually Welsh. Also, hieroglyphics. You can read, hieroglyphics through Welsh language. So we're going to talk about the reversal. Now, to me, I think that they have reversed and inverted everything in this realm. Everything is counterintuitive. Nothing makes sense. You just got to go with your greatest instinct, which is your instinct. Your intuition tells you what's up. Yeah. If your stomach's all knotty enough, I'm not feeling that, I think it might be a pack of shit. No shit, it's a pack of shit, because your stomach is telling you, listen, that's a load of shit. Your stomach can hear it. Okay. So let the mind. Hebrew, Haparu, Aparu. Well, there's 100 narratives of who they are. I've got like a dozen books on like civilizations that have disappeared, guys, vanished civilizations. And the fact is that all of these civilizations, no matter which one you name, have all disappeared off the face of the earth. Okay, except for the paradigm that we see now, which some regard as Rome. But you know, overall, you know, the Greeks, the Romans, you know, the Greeks is just a colloquial term for anyone who's living in the Eastern Mediterranean. So you could have been born in the Levant and still be called a Greek in the ancient world. So I think it was the Phoenicians, because we're speaking their language. They were the mysterious sea peoples, and the whole place is run on maritime law. Why the fuck would that be when we're on apparent land? Or a boat? But I'll get to that later. We're going to talk about a lot of stuff this month. I'm going to be doing a big meet for presenting Jason Archaix's Socal Fest, which is on the 21st of October. And I'm going to present my theory of what I think is going on. But it's only an hypothesis. You can check it out. I'm going to check it out there. I feel that I am definitely onto something, because every time I think it, every time I say it, I get goose pimples. I know I've hit something. So I'm going to share it with you all. And then I'll show you the links to these. Then in Houston, Erin Fest is going to be it's going to be lit. It's going to be lit. We got Maxi, you can come in. We got, like, you know, Jason, myself. There's loads of people going. Decode Reality. All these people. It's going to be, you know, this is what's been happening in America. It's been absolutely. This is why I've got, like, I'm doing a Houston meet, a Flat Earth British meet. I got special guests coming. That's all to be announced later. But I got Jason's going to come as well, and it's only like 100 odd people. But that is on the 28th after Socal in Houston. Plenty of people are coming already. So what the score is I'm guessing it's sort of maybe a farewell to, like, go off back to Britain for a little bit, to freeze my fucking ass off when it's actually like 37 outside. Yeah, it's like 19 fucking 8, you guys. It's beautiful weather. Yeah. And in Britain, you know, it's like a shit took a shit. No, it's like a shit took a shit on a shit. And then I'm not going to go any further with that. It's just, you can picture. Okay, it's grey, it's wet, it's big wank, is what it is. So but I gotta go back there. So the links for that in the descriptions box, and I will show you the links and that along the way. And then we're gonna have a little think about this mirror realm. Some things I'm going to propose you may not have thought before. Okay, and I think it's worth sharing. I think it's worth looking at, because I really do think this place has been completely reversed. I think we are in the mirror realm, maybe the world that's in the mirror. You know, there's something really weird going on with mirrors in the past, guys. You know, this thing with the silver backing, you know, and silver oxide was one of the biggest things in the Tartarian Empire, and the whole emphasis on, you know, narcissism, the mirror, the vanity, standing in front of mirrors, people doing literal life invocations in mirrors, programming themselves using a mirror. Everybody fucking does it. I do it. I go, come on, Matt, you got this. That sort of shit in the mirror. I always do it. I always affirm myself fucking in the mirror, because you can see yourself, but you never actually see yourself, because that's a reverse, because it's the other way around. In fact, I've talked about that before. Nobody ever gets to see what they look like. Only other people will ever see what you look like. You will never see what you look like. Just ask them. So, yeah, and some thoughts. I want to talk about YouTube as well, because I've been living it for a good bit of my life, and this is where I am with it. This is where I am. It seems to be opening up, and you can say more, but, you know, it doesn't seem to matter with me. So I've stuck it out when everyone else bounced to other formats and fucking was guided to go off your BitChute, whatever channels. I stuck it out. I weathered it, taken out, still weathered it, stayed with YouTube. Now I think they might be coming out of that phase of you can't talk about shit, because there seems to be a lot of channels just split it up and say anything, and they're not getting fucking copyrighted or taken off. So I think YouTube are opening up on the censorship. I think they can't really, you know, they're shooting themselves in the foot, aren't they? All of the fucking best is just gone because their fucking censorship is ridiculous, insane, Nazi. So maybe that's opening up anyway. My point is let's get this word dish right. Now, YouTube, I'm finding it's not generally a happy place. Okay, it seems to be that YouTube videos, especially in the truther movement, have a big splattering of fear attached. Like, don't do that shit here, guys. Don't do that fear. Fuck that. Fear thing. Nah, we don't do that. Okay. And what I'm also finding, and I've been playing with for years, it's a bit like, you know, when you live in life, it's like the game of life, yeah. But it ain't a fucking game. It's fucking real. And there's people fucking like you wouldn't believe on YouTube if you are like me or maybe Jason or other content providers. We can fuck with like you wouldn't believe. There is campaigns, and you know they put like literal fucking finance into trying to fuck with you or just do something or essentially grab the narrative. But that's not going to be able to happen unless they can read my mind, okay, which they won't because I've got all things like to stop all that happening. Then they're fucked. So what I'm finding with YouTube as well, in this new YouTube apocalypse that's going on, which is the title for my video, culty behavior. People like to pack together, don't they? Safety in numbers, and one person says one thing and the rest say one thing. It's very schoolyard like, and people tell tales all the time. Anything goes to shit in the flat earth or in the fucking truther movement, oh, they come straight to me. They tell me, well, like I give a fuck. Like I do drama or even give a shit. Because I don't, guys. It's YouTube. It's not real life. What did we do before YouTube? Probably done the same in the communities. Anyway, so what I'm finding is this herd mentality of, and it's very similar to what goes on with the Globe cult, because they're all in a cult, but there's loads of cults, aren't there? The cult of BMW owners, there's cults of fucking sporty people, you know? I support Man United, you're going to get your fucking head kicked in the sporting realm. You know, there's all of these cults, okay? Instead of embracing your own individuality, your own journey, you know, in a very Buddhist nature, actually, and not giving a fuck about other people's journeys, because even if it's sad, guys, and it's a sad situation that these people are going through, I'm sorry, but like if you get emotionally attached to somebody else's sadness, then you're doing that to yourself. That's just tough shit on you. You shouldn't be doing that. That is their karmic play out. Okay, that person who's suffering this life could have been an unholy motherfucker in the past lives, and it's just paying, you know, their lessons so that they grow in this place, advance, and then eventually won't have to go through this anymore. It's surprising to me how many people are saying in this awakening. I noticed Jason said on his live feed yesterday, somebody else said it to me today, and I said it to myself, and I had a, you know, a little feeling through my body, a little tickle, like there was something there, is that with this cycle that we've been going through of reincarnation, that we won't have to do it again. Like that we're reaching it, you know, like that we're graduating, like that we're breaking the matrix. We know how this place works. We know. Look at the sky, guys. It's so fake, it looks real. Everything's so fake, it looks fucking real. And they tell you you're living in the physical world when really you're not living in the physical world at all. Your soul is maybe a light property. It doesn't exactly live or exist in the material realm as such, aka you don't exist in the material realm. You're just observing it through your peepers, through some weird advanced technologies going on with your Brian. And I don't even think your thoughts are in your brain. I just think it's the receiver. I think that all information, some people call it a morphic field, I think it's all locked in the water, which is the medium we're in now, which they call air, which is a liquid medium, which can transfer data. Okay. Waveforms. Okay. So if you imagine this as like you're just dropped a pebble in a lake and all these waveforms sort of come out. Okay, well, that's the same in this place, in this medium that we're in here. It's just less viscosity, liquid water. And when your mind thinks, it's what, like they call spooky action at a distance. Okay, it's not confined to your mind, it moves outwardly, and there is no limits to the distance. It's like one mind connected through a web or a medium of water. And I think that is what's going on. Okay, I just grab things all the time, information, answers, data, just pull it out of the air, guys, and it's right. How can I do that? Well, I have got a good memory, photographic memory. We're going to talk about later on history. We're going to talk about Phoenicians. Now, in the Phoenician architecture and sculptures, you get a lot of cherubinskis to people outside the community, but cherubinskis pissing in the water, and also squeezing breasts into the water with Phoenicians. So is there some process or some clue with the Phoenicians pissing in the water that is something to do with maybe losing memory or gaining memory? Because when you piss, the water, you piss and it connects with the water, and then literally you're connected with all of the water through the toilet. Okay, and then that's direct to your body, putting like a direct connection, like an umbilical cord to the whole water thing. And that's treated water. It's probably not too good. Now, water in the toilet is not too good at all. I'm going to talk about something that happened to me and Cheryl on our travels. Now, we've been all over the south of America, the 7 states. In the last few weeks, we went on a crazy tour up to Colorado and New Mexico, seeing some unbelievable things. But something that did happen, which is as weird as fuck, was we got sort of, how can I put this? Okay, we got stuck on Route 66. Apparently, everybody knows about it. So get your kicks on Route 66. Apparently, I think everybody knows what's going on if you live on the Route 66. And they're keeping it from the rest of the world. Now, it's on a ley line. We found it on a map. I'll show you the map later. And what happened was we just couldn't get off it. And we were just like going round and round on the same bit of fucking Route 66. So we go into like a place that is like, you got no choice. You got to visit this place or you ain't getting out alive, or you ain't getting off Route 66, full of like really lovely Pueblo Indian types selling moccasins and stuff. It's not lovely. And they said to us, "Oh, you're on the loop, are you?" Like, yeah, we can't get off. Yeah, you're gonna have to go 10 miles back down the road that way. There's a road that you can get off, but it'll say you can't get off on it. You probably can, and if it's closed, then you have to go back, come back this way. We'll see you again later. So like, what? We actually gotta go all the way around there and then come back to be back here where we are now. It's like, yeah, unless you can get off the loop. It's like, that's trippy. That's a bit like the Twilight Zone. It's like, them's the rules. So off we go. Okay, so we end up later on in this town called Red River. Admittedly, right, we were, a bit tired, and, starving of oxygen, but that doesn't matter at 10,000 feet. We're fucking legends, so we literally, it doesn't matter to us. So anyway, really weird, okay, is we pulled up outside this CBD shop, okay, and we say, my friend who's in the back, Tony, she's like, well, I need fucking beef jerky or my head's going to pop off because I'm so fucking high. So we got to get a beef jerky. So we pull outside the CBD shop. We go in there and we say to the guy in the CBD shop, are we still on Route 66? He went, the loop, eh? It's like, you know about it? It's like, yeah, really weird shit's going on Route 66, guys. I'm like, okay. And then he starts talking straight away about simulation. So he was like, so then it was like, okay, being as this is so fucking trippy, we're going to go for it. I know you're a CBD shop, but do you sell beef jerky? He was like, well, no, CBD shop. Okay. So we go outside into the car park to spark up, collect our thoughts. And then there's a tap on the window, and it's the guy from the CBD shop. He said, the weirdest fucking thing has just happened. A guy's just turned up with a shitload of beef jerky. It's like, okay, that makes perfect sense. Of course you would go in a CBD shop to score beef jerky, which we did. And there was this amazing Pueblo Indian guy who I nearly collided heads with 3 times, who was like, with light and love. It was amazing. And he sold us all a beef jerky, which was the best beef jerky in the history of life. If you're a vegan, yeah, I think you should reconsider. And this is why. Wafer thin beef jerky. Just, did I make your mouth water? Do you know what I just did? That's fucking mind control, yo, which is another thing I'm going to talk about with fucking YouTube. So what I'm finding is that I get upset about it. I'm finding I get upset about it, and it's irrational. I've been doing an illogical breakdown, and what I'm finding is like stuff that I feel like, because this is all bollocks, isn't it? It's not even the real world. I'm not even in the real fucking world. Yeah, my higher self, or whatever the fuck that is, you're probably in pod life 1972, or in the future, or the fuck ever we really are, which we'll be thinking about in a minute, actually. Anyway, so vegans are stupid and all die early. Well, joggers are stupid. There's another cult, the cult of joggers. Have you seen them? They all look fucked. It's like having laid down. It looks like you're a fucking concentration camp victim. You sure you're fit? Yeah, we had like Olympic people in the past. Steve Ovett. Did you see Steve Ovett? Fuck me. I thought that guy was going to drop dead any fucking second, but no, he'd run 26 fucking miles. Although he looked fucked by the end, all his legs hanging off and stuff, you know, like Boston. So, what we're finding is somebody's got to say it, guys, and I've been living in it for like, you know, going on a decade. Zal Moxie's there, he'll tell you, he'd been through it, right? He's seen all of it. My bro, Zal, Dave, and all the rest of it is there's a shit ton of YouTube out there, okay? Now, there's nothing wrong with cute animal videos. They're the best thing in the world. We all know that. That's why adverts exploit like sexy women and cute animals. Sell shit, yeah? So there's nothing wrong with either of them. True. I'm glad we established that. So, yeah. Anyway, so it's a shit took a shit. So there's an element of what I'm finding, okay, of which I talked about with the flat earth way back, maybe maybe a year into the flat earth. I was like, well, then cats are all acting culty, yo, and fucking can't be asked with all that. Yeah. So you ain't even allowed to talk about anything else without them fucking having steam coming out of their ears. So yeah, I talk about what the fuck I want, man. Yeah, I don't do that shit. Same with all of it. Yeah. So plus it's my quest for like, you know, my personal quest as well for like, you know, I've been self-realized since I was like 14, 15. So that wasn't an issue. I've spent my entire adult life self-realized. So, you know, I haven't got to like, you know, come to a spiritual awakening this time in my life. That happened early on. But I'm still a work in progress, but I'm doing really, really good. And I'm happy with the progress so far. But like, you know, a lot of work to do. But what I'm finding is there's an underlying spooky thing going on with YouTube where MK Ultra is in your fucking Brian brainwashing people. And they're doing it. They're watching videos on the stupidest shit in the world. Okay. But it doesn't matter because they're watching like television. And like Hitler said, if you repeat it often enough, it becomes true. Okay. Like fucking all the weirdness, all of it. Take a pick. Take a pick. So, yeah, fuck all that. Fuck all that. So I'm just on guard. Okay, recognize that they're trying to, like, you know, get in your head with all, you know, trying to instill negativity into chat feeds, instill negativity into groups. Okay, and other things where this is like a deliberate thing. Okay, this is where you've got a nice clean pool of water and somebody drops a turd in it. Yeah, and it's all tainted, like forever. No matter what happens, that water will be shit water. So we're not in that. When we're having that, and on guard, guys, because YouTube is a fucking cesspit, and it's like, you know, that I'm finding that, you know, YouTube push anything that's filled with fear to get you running scared, anything to be distracting. Yeah, so, you know, like current events, take a fucking pick, you know. Oh, we're going to have a war. Go and think about having a war and all fucking dying. Good! Fucking bring it on already. Fuck me. They talk about it. I've just spent 57 years of them threatening war. I went through the whole of the Cold War, thought I was going to have my face melted off by a nuclear bomb. And guess what happened? No, No fucking nuclear bombs. Yeah, nothing is reliable in this place. Fucking get nuking already, yeah? Bomb Morocco, yeah? Test them. It doesn't matter. Bomb anywhere. Bayeux. Okay, there's plenty of places. Plenty of empty places without people, obviously. Nobody gets harmed. No animals or humans get harmed in the production of Flatterday. Anyway, let's catch up with you. Fear, which creates fear and anxiety. And anxiety creates illness and instability, disharmony, you know, harmony. Harm is in the word. And they're creating this imbalance and this. I've been watching it for the longest, and I did start sort of try to, you know, I did a little bit of interacting with it, you know, like stuff like trolls and that guys in the past, and I was like, well, what's the fucking point? You know, these people got 0 subs. They just fucking like probably need a hug anyway. And I feel, you know, if I gave a shit, I'd probably feel sorry for them. No, behind their keyboards, acting all out, probably wanking a lot or whatever. Well, maybe not, but yeah, probably. And in the meantime, spreading shit on the internet and causing trouble. So I'm just bringing it to your awareness that there is a program, a government program going on YouTube and other formats where they're trying to get in your head and brainwash your ass. Be fucking careful, guys, okay? We don't do that shit here, okay? We're about as normal as real as you can fucking get, okay? We ain't doing that, okay? Doobie-doobie-doo up. I want to dedicate this bop shoo up. New York, Munich, everybody talk about, I can't find my lighter. It's in my pocket. Okay. So when the simulation, I just want to talk about that. Everybody I know, like my son, he talks about simulation. Everybody been talking about simulation for years. I've been looking and I've been talking about it for years. But like with everything else in this realm, guys, I'm not going to say that's my final know-it-all. I'm not going to surrender myself to say, yep, that's it. I know exactly what's going on in this place. It's a simulation in a computer simulation in the future or whatever. It doesn't matter. What I'm saying is I have not got a clue. One thing I do know is I and others definitely have the ability to interact with the medium that is the reality and change it. Okay, through intent and positivity. Do you want me to tell you how to fuck up your life? Think icky thoughts. Yeah, shit in a handbag. You're never gonna have. It's never going to happen for you guys if you're stuck in a negative thought pattern. Once you break away from negative thought patterns, okay, which is only through what I am finding is most people ask me questions, but really it's only verification. Everybody already knows the answers to all of this. So I'm just verifying stuff for you. Okay. And what I'm finding is most of the fear is this. It's past trauma. Past trauma, something that doesn't even fucking exist, something that's figments in your mind. Did that even exist anyway? How do we know we're not having even fucking mind implants on a daily fucking basis like Dark City? We don't know shit, do we? There's all this new weird tech every fucking where. We don't know what any of that shit does, do we? Not really. And they're drip feeding more and more weird techs and what they got in the future in their mind. I don't see any of that happening. Not my mind, not my mind's eye. It's not what I see. That's not the future I see. They think the empire is going to be like all big and powerful and we're all going to be slave bitches forever, short little lives, and do like, you know, most people is that, you know, I appreciate that's what you got to do to get by, but then the whole paradigm's fake. So what? You just got to be taken from your parents that you don't really own you anyway, because they can take them away from their parents if they want, because your kids belong to them, social services or whatever, the government. So they're not yours. And as soon as they can get them away, they put them into indoctrination centers where they train them up for what is to come in the future for them. So it's all the tools that they will need, like reading, math, and all the tools that they will need to get by in the new Phoenician paradigm. I wonder if education was always that way, or was there any education in the past? I'm not so sure, guys. I think we all know it all anyway. Like I said, it's just a memory thing. Whatever happened in between lives, okay, we get memory wiped. Okay, we're all in amnesia. We get the inkling. It's like, fuck, yeah, I can remember that. How can I remember that? That's impossible. But you know you remember it. Yeah. It's just right in you guys, you know, primal knowledge, you know. That's us. That's what we were before this, and we're starting to remember what we are. Fuck me, guys, we're so powerful. Oh my God, I can't even fucking believe it. What we're going to do. It is just the most mind-blowing thing you can ever fucking imagine. And they will do anything to stop this happening. And they will spread fear and like, oh, fucking tough shit. Everyone's going to fucking die in this place, guys. It's what you do with your life is what's important. Okay, most people are scared of living anyway. Okay, because you get, you know, I'd rather, but most people want to sit in, watch telly, do shit all with their life, wait for fucking death, stuff. Yeah, and never, you know, some people say, well, that's just the NPC life, man. I'm afraid that's just, they're just giving energy, battery life to the system. Yeah, but fundamentally, I think that there's something more going on there, guys. You know, it's just spooky out there, just so. It's more than mind control. It is. They've done some massive hypnosis on the whole population. I was wondering, because I'm not like, I never had no jab and stuff like that, but I got holes in my arms here from the 1970s when they were sticking fucking needles in us, shooting us. I haven't got a fucking clue what they were putting into us. Yeah. So I don't even know what tech was administered back then, you know, and am I really like, you know, that fucking awake when I don't even know, you know, how awake we can be, you know, these spiritual lamas and stuff, guys, they can levitate, they can project themselves into different places at the same time. And you know what, guys, they're just people like us. Why the fuck aren't we all doing that? Why aren't we all doing that? Why don't we find that vibration and light up, star in a jar, and just become that vibration, that light, that energy, all based on love? Fear won't even exist. Won't even exist. People won't even do the fear thing. They won't even be thinking, oh, the psyche's attacking them. Like, oh yeah, don't do that. You're definitely going to get killed. Okay, that's the psyche telling you that. But in reality, that's never going to happen any fucking way. And that's just that little bastard locked in everybody's head that's telling them stupid shit. The psyche. That's a program in itself, guys, isn't it? Within its program. So if you like, you know, don't eat that steak in the matrix and you break free and you break pattern, truly break pattern, then it gets tricky, because then you know that the reality that you are manifesting then is yours. But there are parameters, like, you know, you can't, you know, you got to be specific. You can't just chuck it out there. I want this, I want that, because it ain't going to happen, guys. You know, you got to be very specific, you know, with your idea, you know, of what you want. And that's what I've been thinking about. I've been thinking about how awesome my little flat earth British channel is. I fucking love it. I don't give a shit about whatever. Everything else can just carry on. I just love this little groovy thing we got going on here. It doesn't even matter. What it is what it is. And I fucking love it. And I love my Flatterdays as well. So let's have a little look. So, Carrios. Okay, we got Albert Billy's in the house. Good to see you, my brethren. Corey's in the house. John, good to see you. Right, let's. Okay, so India made me adverts, but I've had to for my for our meetages, which are coming up very soon. So Squirrel Sniper, who's shouting my son, as well as Dragon Metals, you'll find him in my descriptions. He's trying to get 2,000 subs for his birthday at the end of the month, and he's my son, so I'm going to do that. It's Pamela Woohoo in us, bringing the woohoo vibration. And there's nice, bro, keep rolling. Thanks, Ryan. We're going to do some shares. We're going to have a look at some stuff, but let's catch up with you guys. Got 500 people watching. That's awesome on a Flatterday night, because it's a busy old thing out there on YouTube. Everyone's cracking up, and it is awesome. But I can't around forever, because I'm on Paranormies later. I think that might be recorded. I don't know if it's live. I don't think they go live on YouTube, but I'm on there later with Jason as well. Paranormies are an epic bunch, so I'm going on there like 7:30 tonight. Whatever time I'm on now, Central Time. And also in the week, we're going to do a hangout with Shiva shampoo. We love Shiva shampoo. We're going to talk about some mandala effects. There's some new ones out there, quite mind-blowing. Can't wait to get talking about all that lovely mandala effectage, which is mind-blowing. Okay. Oh, what's that? Sorry, Sparkle's a clown. Oh, Ovax gives us tons. Oh yeah, yeah. It's all. I don't know. It's just. It's. I didn't even fucking do it. I was like, everyone else was talking about it, and I was like, you're all talking about the fucking cold. I fucking had one of them. I can't be bothered. And 70 watching on Tartaria channel. Is that so? Well, that's where they all are as well. So yeah, I'm live on Facebook. I have Facebook. I'm live on Martin Liga, and I'm live on the Celtic Tartarian channel. So I'm out there a little bit. There's Shelley. Good to see you, Shelley Welly. Okay. Shelley Welly, and there's George in my house. There, Shiva is awesome. We love Shiva. Oh, Ray. So, is that a joke? No, yeah, I don't know. It would be if I was in New Mexico, Ray. So I've been seeing you doing stuff, Ray, and doing your music, and I wish I had the fucking money to fly you to fucking San Diego, Ray. Come and hang out with us. I wish. See what happens, mate. Honestly, love you to be there. See my brother. In fact, I thought when I come to America, I would hook up with all the flat earthers. They're having a Flattoberfest. They're all going to be there, and I've been trying to hook up with a few of them, and that, but it's been like something that's been in my mind. So like forever is hugging all of the American flat earthers, but I don't think that's going to happen. But this is a chance to Houston. We'll have a problem because we're going to have a little loving at Houston. Get a bit Brian Splash. I've asked Max to come. He's like. Probably. So that's like a yes and a no. So probably will anyway. So I'm going to say that. But, you know, keep a reserve because things change daily on YouTube here, guys. I say one thing one day, the next day it's not true anymore. We're doing something else now. It's just crazy, yo. I would. So yeah, well, we're also we're trying to get Campbell over from Australia, and he's in Brisbane, but unfortunately, it costs like $1,000 fucking to get him from Brisbane, and he's in the fucking outback somewhere in the dome. So to get him over so he was going to go to Florida for a convention, so we need to find out whether he's still doing that because we'll be able to get him from Florida because that's already in America. I mean, why do you all live so far away? Can't we just like? I know. We'll get a big tug, a load of tugs, and we'll put a big rope on Britain. And then we'll tow Britain and we'll park it up in Galveston Harbour. Okay? You got a lag, Lawrence? I can't see any lag. Anyone else? Okay, let's get into sharing some usage. Okay, so. Share. So I got some mind-blowing stuff, guys. I'm going to show you some video that I found. There's quite a bit of video in this. But I'm blast through it because, as I said, I've got a livey coming up soon on Paranormies. So we're going to think about mirrors first. But first of all, I'm going to just share my screen and show you these epic events. They are linked below. If you do want to hook up with me before, you know, photographs, all that caper, before I fuck off back to Britain, and that'll be your chance. And it is going to be fantastic because we got the Knights of the Round Table. We got some of the, you know, just these minds all getting together around the table, probably a round table because Jason's table's round. Knights of the Round Table, yeah. Putting our minds together, and we'll come up with golden nuggets like we did with the Great Wall of Rome. You know, once we start thinking together, magic just starts happening. It's absolutely fucking fantastic. So, okay. So I'm going to share screen. First of all, we're going to look at this here. So there it is. The link is been live for a day. We can start to sell tickets now. And there is Knights of the Round Table gathering. Let me just check on my YouTube, see if that is presenting because I haven't got anything to check with. And it is, if you came to the last Archaix meet that he had in oh, that's fine. The last Archaix meet that I had, that Jason had in Houston, it's the same place. It's there on next door, somewhere by there anyway. So it's a fantastic little venue. It'll be the weekend, so there's not going to be too many people around there. And it's in Gesner Road in Houston. And basically, we're going to try and, you know, I'll try and get as many presenters, but for now, it's probably just me, Jason, probably Max, and probably going to try and get Campbell there as well. That is the plan. But it's just Well, it's fucking finances. Trying to make it work, guys. We're just trying to make it work, and it's to make some magic. This is what happens when you ain't got like a Illuminati backing. You've got to fucking try and make it work. With fuck all. Anyway, so also, this is Jason's biggie. This is going to be fantastic. There's so much excitement revolving around this, guys. Jason's epic. This was the venue in that was before. Cheryl organised in Fort Worth, the first of the big meetages. The size of that fucking place. Get a few people in there. So there's me, Maxage, and there's the round table. Knights of the round table there, where we're just like brainstorming and coming up with juicy stuff. We're just battering like academia on a minutely basis. It's an awesome buzz, and I think it should be supported. This sort of truth, and this is where it's at, guys. This is it. This is it. And there's Danny who's going, and Jason, Logan, Jason, Code Reality's going. It's going to be a big event. There's also Toltec Shaman as well, who's an awesome fucking dude. He's going to show up as well. It's going to be a biggie. Make sure to get your tickets if you're going. I think there might be a few left here. I'm not sure, but not that many for the big event in San Diego, 21st of October. This one, 29th of October, which is nearly this month because it's September. Okay, we're moving on. Mirror me the way I mirror you. Now, this place to me is a mirror realm, because if you go out, say for example, you're a driver and you go out with a stinking foul fucking mood, nothing's going your way that day, you're not a happy bunny. Excuse me, I'm going to come back for a minute because I got an icky great. Sorry. What I'm going to do is just move that because it's just, I got some pictures to show you, and that's better. Marty farty better. Okay. Do share this out. Show the love. Share this out. Let's get some people over. There's loads of people over, not doing absolutely anything out there today. Okay. Get them over. Awesome. So, mirror me the way I mirror you. So, say you're going for a drive. Okay, I'm going for a drive today, but I'm in a stinking foul mood because I smacked my toe on the bed this morning. I pissed on my foot, and I burnt my toast. So the whole day is going to be a fucking disaster because of those three fundamental. That was your fault for being a spaz problems in the first place. Okay, so you go out with that attitude, and then everything goes to shit. You're late for work. You stub your toe again. All the lights are red. You get cut up by a big giant lorry, and the guy's like going to kick your fucking head in, gives you the finger. Everything's going to shit, and it's not even 9 o'clock in the morning. What's the rest of the day going to be like? Should I kill myself now? So this is the nature of a mirror reality. That was you doing that. Yeah. Best not to create a shitty reality. If you can get out of that mode of, well, if you did just twat your toe, shrug it off. Shrug it off. Okay, it only hurts for a second. Don't let that fucking thing beat you. Yeah. Don't let a stub toe beat you. Don't let burnt toast beat you. Okay. Yeah. It's only stuff in the material world. Yeah. And we are spiritual warriors on a further battle. Okay. So this place indeed mirrors. Okay. The way that we feel our vibration, people definitely pick up on it. Okay. And the way that we act, or the way that we our attitude towards our environment, is mirrored back at us. And I can guarantee you guys, if you have a shitty attitude and you go out with a shitty attitude, guess what you're going to get back? Shit. Because this is a mirrored realm. And I think they reversed all of it. I really do. And this is why. Some of my research has shown, and I need to corroborate it a little bit more, but some of my research has shown that English is phonetically reversed Hebrew. So let's just imagine they did have a language, because the Tartarians had a language with, I don't know, I can't remember, 56 letters as opposed to our 26. They had so many more letters. It was a highly complex language, but before then, was it? Was it the idioms were just words that we didn't have sentences? We had just pictures, or, for what we see, which is not what we get now. They send you to a brainwashing camp, schools, and they tell you a picture of a tree. They call it TREE. They say that's a tree. And then the rest of your life, you're phonetically spelling it with a vibration saying tree, tree, tree. So what if the language and other stuff was reversed? Okay, like that's spooky. What if your mirror doesn't do as you do? Spooky. Anyway, so when it comes to numbers like the year 2023, for example, what if in the past they read it like the Arabic ways, backwards, or like a mirror way, backwards? So today would be 3202. 3202. Now, the Arabics wrote in backwards, but I also know from a book called Natural Magic that they had a mirror language. They held clues in books in mirror language, reverse language. They held clues in it. Okay. If you ever watch the film The Shining, there's a mirror language on there where red rum is put onto the wall in blood, but the red rum is murder in reverse. So let's wait a minute. Okay. Oh yeah. So what if numbers are words in the past? Think about it. What if numbers are words in the past? Like number, the word in reverse would be redmum. Redmum. Now, I know they say there's a narrative of reversed stuff is satanic. I remember what they said with the, oh, if you play the Led Zeppelin album at the back of it, the last track or something, and you play it in reverse, there's a load of icky satanic stuff coming out. Well, remember who's telling us that. They couldn't be more repugnant and evil. And I really do think they lie about all. And I really do think that they reversed all. And I think that we are undoing it, guys. I really do think that this is what's happening with the unveiling is that they have reversed everything. And it makes no fucking sense in this mirror realm. I also think that there's a clue with the membrane. I'm going to talk about that on a future presentation and a clue to possibly breaking through. Okay. So we're moving on. Okay, because this is only going to be an hour long. Like I said, I got another vlog coming up very shortly. If I do get a chance to link that up to you, keep a look in the community page, and then, you know, if Paranormies is live, and be epic. So this, I don't know if I'm going to get copyrighted for this, but I'm going to take my chance anyway. Probably going to. I think I'll keep the volume down. So this is from a 1963 British documentary with Alan Wicker of Wicker's World, and what he's showing you is Swiss automatons. Okay. Two brothers played piano and the other wrote with a quill. And what you're finding is precision mechanics. Now, they're talking 18th century. They're talking these were in the 1700s. I kind of thinking that these might have been more widespread. And looking at some of the images and engravings that I'm seeing from like Lee van der Haar atlases, is this what's going on? Is automatons are actually creating writing. And you want to see the machinery in their backs. It's just 1700s, guys. They had automatons, robots, 1700s. They're bound to have robots now. People in the world that are looking like humans. I bet they've done it. I bet they rolled them out during Rona. So there you are. All right, they don't look very human-like, okay, but honestly, they play music and they show you the technology in the back, which is very complicated, like Swiss watch affair. But look at that. 1700. They look like little CD discs, but I'm guessing they're more in line with a musical box. But programming it to do whatever. And I bet you could change that wheel and program that to do all sorts of stuff. 1700s, and they got that. So going on that, I'm presuming if that is around in the 1700s, then they're probably automatons were around a lot earlier than that. And they have been around the whole while, is automated people. So it's mind-blowing there. Anyway, moving on. So we'll look at some vintage photographs. Yeah, quite mind-blowing. These are the early ones I can find. I found loads of 1880s, but these go back to 1870s of Cairo. So it's not exactly pyramids and antiquity like you expect. It's more crazy Neolithic architecture and a mud-flooded, fucked up world. I wonder what that is up there, that wire. Clothesline, maybe. But they had gates because, they were keeping something out, weren't they? Protecting themselves. And it wasn't from, the neighboring tribes either. So I'm not thinking that was even a thing. Let's go and invade our neighboring tribe and all kill them all. So who are we going to play football with on Sunday then, Reg, when we've killed all of the neighboring town? The town further over? No, they're all dead. The town that we're going to killed all them the week before. So see how that doesn't work? I don't think that's going down, guys. So there you are, a mosquage and a giant wall. And outside there, what looks like a giant necropolis, because these are carts and these are buildings. And I'm saying necropolis because I can't see any people per se. A crappy little settlement outside of the city walls, but inside, Phoenicia and their bathhouses. So they got a pine cone there. So they had lovely stuff. They had all of this strange stuff. I'm guessing that's for cooling because it gets super hot, but I don't know. It looks raw, all messed up to me. And I've seen this gate a few times. This is one of the main gates, but I keep thinking this is like been added to. Like, look at that arch over there. So this bit in here is an inlay, isn't it? More recent. And it's got some incredible geometry in there. And this looks like it doesn't slide down, but I bet there was something there in the past to block that. But look, all this Neolithic, all the huge stones, and you get higher up. And they're quite big up there too. There's a good bit of stonework on that though. There's not even joints on there by the look of it. They're like keystone type stones. Wow. But yeah, everyone hanging around, arms for Allah and whatever else they do up by the gate, sell fruit and shit. So it looks fucking epic. No. Fucking hell. So look at this. This looks like it might be the slums or something, but it's a couple of ghosts of people. Just all world style, all of that around there, guys. Detail everywhere. So it is aesthetically pretty. This stuff's not. This mud brick thing, which looks like it's from Tudor England with that over-tiering. Because you stand there, you're like that far over the road, aren't you? You'll be by there. Okay. Ugh. Jesus. So they look like they're made of wood as well, a bit. I wonder if they don't have any fires. Let's have a look at this. This is an interesting shot. A mosque with the twirly dome and the crescent thing and all of that caper on top of the minaret. Antiquity, I suggest. Okay, it's a bit of wreck stuff. And then you've got all of this. Just unbelievable hotels. Beautiful. There you can see us off Phoenicia. The upper balconies, case of floods, blah, blah, blah. Look at them for minarets, guys. Whew. So, in more recent days, you just stand on top of there and call to prayer for Allah and that, for everyone go prayer. But I think in the past, they might have done something else with them, like landing platforms, possibly. Okay. So, yeah, thanks, Squiz. Smash that like button. Share this out, please. It's Flatterday happy. And I've been dying to get back for Flatterday for quite some time. But I've been on the move, man. Just been doing stuff. It's been awesome. And I'm looking forward to next month. So Monday, apparently, I hope this comes off, but we're going to go to Galveston. So we're going to take a look at some of the Galveston groovy architecture again, because we missed it the last time. I lost my fucking glasses in the Gulf of Mexico. This time, we're going for my birthday. It's my birthday Monday, so we're going to have a swim in the Gulf of Mexico, and I'm going to leave my glasses somewhere where they won't fucking float away again, you know, like in my boot. And remember to take my foot up when I put my foot in the boot and not squish my glasses. Make sense? So hopefully that's going to go down Monday. So we're going to, that's the plan anyway, but like I said, things change. So that's a nice building in the middle of fucked up nowhere, isn't it? It's always these little tiny bits of stone. It's not necessarily desert as well, you know, considering it's supposed to be the Sahara. This looks more sandy, but what? This is a graveyard, and they all look like the Ark of the Covenant. They got 2 stones. Interesting. Almost like something could arc between them. They're going to charge off people. Bones. Piezoelectric forces from bones. Antiquity dead. So this is an Antiquity device, no doubt in my mind, but it's just like, what the fuck? Look at that, guys. All the domes there, all of the resonators there, big resonator there on top of that dome, and then you've got all of this caper on top of whatever that is inside. Can you imagine whatever that is? Pineal gland thing to the top of there. It's big too. It's big. Can you go in it? Can you teleport in it? You know, this place is super trippy, guys. It's like I could make a brilliant movie of all of this. Look at this underneath. It's like a modern day bunker to a nuclear bunker or something. Big chunky fucking door underneath that thing there. A mosque edge, which has 4 angels technology. 1, 2, 3, 4. Double domes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Central dome. 4 angels technologies, harnessing the charge of ether, and it's replicating what this place is on the bigger scale. Microcosm, macrocosm. Trying to identify these. So obviously, if it's in North Africa, you know, you think it's not Mauritius stuff, the Carthaginians, there's all sorts of influence. That looks Byzantine. Yeah, it's a mosque. They're crazy, these glass bowls that they have for light. Maybe that's a tech in itself. And all these wires, why? And they go to the dome, because the dome's charging them, and they got free electric and free lighting back in the day. When Antiquity was on, when it was active. Look how beautiful that is. Oh, it's a tree of life. Inside the laurel leaf, there's a Phoenicians, but it's definitely codage. Got all the artworks on there. God almighty. So yeah, they all come down from the dome. What we got in the dome? Are they stars? It look like there might be stars in the dome. All these wires holding these glass things. Very beautiful. Regardless, they got lovely stuff. So I don't know, guys. Maybe it's just a parapet for doing such stuff. I don't know. But look at the size of that. I don't even know. So, okay, let's just dig. You walk up there through the door. You walk up there. There's also a little room in there. And then you stand in there, and this does what? It's like organ technology. I bet you're buzzing your ass off when you leave it. I bet you won't run a marathon or something. But you like Superman. Fucking hell. Yeah. Do you notice how the dirt and the sand and stuff is as high as the wall there? It's come up all the way to the top of the wall. And I show you later on, you know, this wall's like incredibly high. You can see the pyramids in the background there. Can you see that? Shitloads of minarets. But then you've got all of this outside, you know, this messed up kingdom of weird mosques, and they're all the bricks missing, and all of the outer shells all gone and worn off, and these crazy big towers with buildings that are missing. The old world tech. Reset world all around it is what I'm seeing. Look at that Coptic thing there. That dome. So they use ceramics in domes as well because, you know, they're super conductive. Thought that was something on there then. Okay. So everyone's having a good little chat and everyone's happy. Oh, What's that, sir? Oh, there's some lovely filth. There's muck and brass. It is some lovely filth. I went to find my coat and there it was gone. Whose coat is this jacket? Get off of my mountain. These are famous Welsh phrases that you will never understand. So, I wonder what they're talking about. Can't be much going on around there. It's fucking messed right up, isn't it? Everything's reset. Let's ask them. Did you build these? No, we don't build shit. Who builds all the stuff? The Phoenicians. Yeah, they build everything, don't they? Yeah. They built all the world you're standing in. Yeah, no shit. But they stole a lot of it from Tartaria. We see the Tartarian buildings, whatever's left. Fucking hell, look at that. Whoa, look at that. Shit, there's a lot going on there. God, when I was in Istanbul, I used to do that in the morning. I used to have a pillow over my head. How long how long are they going to go on? You know, proper respect for, you know, their cult and that, but fuck me. Gets a break already for fucking Britain, innit? Oh, that's nice. Whoa. Crazy geometry going on in that picture. But I was thinking about why we had no toilets in Tartaria. That's playing my mind there. But language as well, like, you know, whether we even needed a language in the golden age of Tartaria, you know? I think not. I think we probably were all psychic. Probably didn't even need to talk. We were that highly advanced. You know, if we get like to the, you know, the state where we all think that's going to happen with this spiritual awakening everyone's going through, then are we even going to need a material body? Would we even want that? You know, I touched my toes in eternity once, guys. And I would have done anything to get back to it because it was just a squillion times more than anything that I'd experienced in the material life. It was just that profoundly beautiful. I can't even express. And I only touched it. I only had a millisecond of it, and it changed me. It's changed me. I was like, what the fuck was that? I gotta go back. I gotta get more of that. What was it? What was it? It was eternity. And that is where we're going. Why would you want to fucking not be there? I'm thinking the people are wrongly wired. They're worried about something in the future when really you should be super duper excited, because I can promise you guys where we're going. It's going to feel fucking fantastic. Don't believe them. Death's a bullshit. We are eternal souls here, guys. Okay, we're growing every time, and I think we're coming on stronger than we ever have before. Okay, we're locked in the stupidest reset in history. We get that. Okay, it seems like we're fucked because 90% of people are like, you know, brainwashed to fuck. But no, I think it's brilliant. I think it's all meant to be exactly like the way it's meant to be. Wow, look at that. Everything's for a reason, and you need a balance. It'll work out. Last words in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy are: everything's going to be all right. Everything is going to be all right, guys. There's no sense in worrying. There's no sense in creating worries as well, you know, because you're making that shit happen, you know. That is weird. Just one wall, one window. There's a door down there, look, guys. And a door down there. What can I make of that? It's quite surreal, isn't it? I don't know. What are you saying? Everything's all right, Shez. Shezza. Babe. Everything is all right. Uptight. Out of sight. And I will, right, with all passion, as a Welshman, okay, which is national bullshit. It doesn't matter because I'm a child of the world anyway. But I will fight for my right to party. Do you know why? Because I want to have a good time. I want to enjoy my life. You know, people. I notice when I'm having a brilliant time. And Michelle's hanging out. We're having like bringing the love to the population. Everyone just like comes towards us gravitationally. Can we come and stand in your aura because our lives suck and you feel? What's all that? It's called love. It's called happiness. It's called buzzing on the right vibration. Yeah. And you will find you will have the most fantastic time. If you've got trouble with getting on that vibration, I suggest you come to one of these meets, guys. They're fucking fantastic. You're going to meet all like-minded people, talk about all those things you can't usually talk about because your family's all muppets, and just have a fantastic time. Yeah. I'll word you up on like how to have a better experience. Yeah. Just let Martin Magic, like, make sense. And you'd be like, yeah, what was it all about anyway, Matt? I was like, fucking A. No shit. So let's have a look at some of the funky stuff Martin and the gang been up to. I went in a nice little American Civil War place there. Leslie, oh, he was a lovely fella. He had a shirt, like my psychedelic shirt, and he buried everybody. He was the funeral director. He was the organ player. He was the florist. In fact, he'd done everything in a town. And he owned the oldest house in the town and said, oh, you can just go and use my house and take photographs and sit in my garden if you like. Like, oh, thanks. But we did. And the police fucking pulled up at the gate, eyeballing us because we looked like out-of-towners. And it all got a bit Twilight Zone. I thought, oh, there's something definitely weird going on in this town. I think they're all in some sort of weird cult the way just walked into. You know what I mean? There's a lot of that going on. So, fuck. Weird little Antiquity tech device there. So, yeah, he was awesome. And I went in a gun shop. They're really cheap. Like, in Britain, they don't do no cool stuff. Nothing. Nothing. They got no fucking cool stuff. But America got all the cool stuff. They got fucking guns, bombs, and fucking everything. And do you know what, guys? One of them guns there, $85 fucking dollars. So, Martin looking at guns. Okay. In case I want to like shoot a mosquito with a shotgun. Get that little bastard coming buzzing around my head. Just yeah. Martin just shot a hole through the wall. Yeah, but I killed the fucking mosquito. Overkill. It's a practice all through all wars. Yeah? Yeah? You want to kill someone, drop a fucking nuke on him. Overkill. So this is American Civil War cannon. It was used in a battle that liberated Galveston. I'll be going to liberate Galveston very soon. Okay? All it's weed. No, that's funny. I'm going to go there. I'm going to have a swim. And look at all their groovy buildings and never got splattered in the events of turn of the century. So there it is, Valverde battery as it's in a battery. So that's what I've been up to. They got plenty of mud flooders there as well. All world, look like British mud flooders or European, but definitely Greco-Romano, all world. Fairfield Recorder was an old place where they did weird stuff with weird machines that I don't know what they are from the old world. But I took a photograph because, you never know. One of them looks like a telephone device, though. This is Dallas. Dallas. Famous for JR, famous for Victoria Principle, famous for Patrick Duffy, famous for Dolly Does Dallas, famous for oil, famous for being Texas. Cowboys. I'm a cowboy now. I'm third cowboy. So let's share some pictures and get on with this postage. I'm going to come back, I think, for a minute. Fuck it. Let's check on what you guys are up to. I don't know shit. You could have gone home all I know. Got bored of me. Probably not, though. Guys. So, yeah, today I'm Fatty Marticus has taken a day off. Actually, it's changed Mandala effect. There's some new Mandala effects we're going to talk about. Dallas is awesome. I stonking love Dallas. I also stonking love Houston. Houston's 20 types of craziness. It's one of the biggest cities in North America. It's mental, but I love it. I love it. Although it is nice when you get away from it for a bit, but it is proper good. I love this place. My son, Welsh Dragon Metals, it's getting late for him. It's like just gone 12 in the UK. It's already the next day. So Nelson Perez, good to see you, my friend. Union Brothers strong in the chat. Good. Keep that unity. Keep that vibe going, okay? Don't let them motherfuckers get you down. Don't do the fear thing. You can do that. I'm not telling you what to do. Do it if you want to. Fucking you can suck all you want and fucking be really miserable and grumpy. That's your business. I'm just saying it's logical to if you want to like have a good life, which you do, don't you? You wouldn't cut your nose off to spite your face, would you? Makes no sense. Yeah, you wouldn't step in dog shit if you had no shoes on. Oh, okay, although it makes your skin nice and soft, but anyway, forget about that. What I'm trying to say, guys, is it's you. It's you that's doing it all. It's us. It's us. And as a collective consciousness, all of us, we're doing this together. But I tell you what, it gets really confusing and muddy because of this fucking ongoing operation, the Truth for Community, to put like big lumps of shit in your purified water, like I mentioned earlier, which is definitely happening. Well, we're going to be on it from now on. I'm going to be on it like a squirrel on a nut. Okay, that's a good analogy. We'll go with that. That's a hamless analogy, the squirrel analogy. Hi, Joy. Good to see you. Lovely. And weights by the water. Yes, Martin. To be or not to be? That is the question. Whether it is nobler. It's all wank. Sheriff Leaker. Yeah, I want a badge. I was going to deputise myself. I met a couple of like sheriffy types. I got a uniform. Yeah, let me put it on for you. Jason and Dawn bought me this because they thought I could just basically do a video, which I'm doing. So here it is, where I'm going to become. Do you know, like on Yogi Bear? Yeah. What's the matter, boo boo? Nothing, Yogi. Do you know on Yogi Bear when you got that guy who does like? Okay, there's a fucking pricing there. Okay, that is absolutely awesome, and it suits me down to the ground. Okay. So, Park Ranger, Flat Earth British. Okay, so if you're on my neck of the woods, okay, you can piss against trees, you can 420, but no shitting in the woods. Only bears shit in the woods, and it's not true. They don't use bunny rabbits to wipe their bottoms. That would be cruel and wrong on so many levels of wrong. But bears do shit in the woods. Liddy, good to see you, lovely. Not that that's anything important. We all knew that anyway. So if anyone finds Bigfoot shit, can you put in a bottle, send it to FEB, Flat Earth British, PO Box, Flat Earth British, PO Box, BB, please. Okay, send me a sample. Okay, maybe some hair. Okay, so we can do a DNA breakdown, find out what that cat is. Yeti shit. Send me some Yeti shit. Please. Okay. Alternatively, Black Ash. The avatar's known as Nathaniel Peter. The avatar known. Hiya, avatar known. Yeah, the Illuminati foiled again. That was absolutely brilliant moment of genius in my chat feed the other day by some certain individual who I asked permission to put it as my top for my vlog because it was so fantastic. So Karen Reeves. Okay, Martin is at home in America. We love him. Yeah, America really, really likes me. I know it, and I love America. America is like the best country in the world, isn't it? Everyone knows that. So, Burudo from Finland. Good to see you, my Finnish brother or sister. It doesn't matter. Or family, yeah. So I'm Estonian, so I'm almost Finnish. Uksakoksakooma. I know. Davis do the last line? No, probably. Corey. Tim Wright. Tim Tice. Good to see you. Timothy Tice. Hart Ray. Good to see you. And front row seatage. It's orange in here. Shelley Lewis. Good to see you, Shells. Shellich. Eris arguments. Talk about peace. Yeah. Peace off. Talk about peace and love, then talk about shotguns, Martin. That's American got to him. Yeah, we will shoot them into being peaceful. This is the American way. Yeah, you just got to get with the program, bro. Yeah, bomb them into peace. Yeah, because eventually they don't want to argue anymore because they've got nothing left because it's all built to beats. Yeah, listen, if there was a war, okay, a big war, you need to make me general, like commanding general, like Schwarzkopf, me, okay? Because I can guarantee maximum casualties both sides, okay? Because that's what war is. I can guarantee that. It's what they would have wanted. They joined the army in the first place, yeah? They told them, you're probably going to get killed, If you're in the infantry, you're definitely going to get mental, at least, from all of the, you know, friends' body parts all over you and stuff. Whatever they go through. Lee Red Path, who even knows? Don't give Martin a gun. Why, Stu? Yeah, perfectly safe. Perfectly safe. Okay. Jason Rigby, I heard that. Gel Shell, good to see you. Catherine Muscati, good to see you, lovely. Okay, let's bring you all up. Okay. King Shin. Okay, we're going to get back into images of the day. A couple more shares for you. And I cut them out because, as I said, I've got another show soon. And I'm keeping this down to a limited time. So good to see you, Hippie Shakeage. Our lovely trees are from Tenby. Do you know how you get to Tenby? 1B, 2B, 3B, 4B, 5B, 6. You probably heard that. Don't worry. It's a silly Welsh joke. Didge, good to see you, Didgeridoo. We got another India Blaze in the house. Good to see you, India Blaze. Pretty in pink there, Martin. I don't wear pink. That is fucking... I'd say take that back. Take that back. I've never worn pink. And I won't watch a Barbie movie at all. What are you trying to say, India Blaze? What are you trying to say? Pink. This is the light colour. Whatever. I'm fucking anti-pink, yo. Pink is pink. Fuck. I've literally like packed in relationships because of the colour pink, guys. Like too much pink. Look, I gotta go. See, I got upset over the colour pink now. Ego. Hope you're not laughing at me. Sketches. Are you Glenn, bro? Kenneth? Gun bomb knife. Yeah, a gun bomb knife. That would be absolutely fantastic. No, what I want is like, do you know I'm the man with a golden gun on James Bond? Yeah, he's got a lighter and he goes into a pen.
Shadow grid. Shadow grid.
Coming up, shadow grid. Puts into a pen and you've got a gun like James Bond gun. Oh, little pads. Anyway, I'm moving on. Shadow grids we witnessed last night. And 4 nights ago, I know what you're saying. You was tripping, Matt. No, not that time. We looked at the sky and we seen like the clouds were coming past really quick and it was almost a full moon. So there's a gap when we're looking at the moon. And all of a sudden, the sky just went, stopped, and shook and started again. We both witnessed it like a dozen times, guys. It was the fucking weirdest thing. The whole sky just stopped. Clouds going 9 miles an hour, just. Then they shook, and then they started again. Whole fucking matrix is coming undone. And I'll show you some more of that matrix coming undone right now. So let's get rid of that. Magic Martin. Okay. Bringing the love, the high vibration, and showing her how shit go down. Okay? How we do this. Okay, next. Pictures of the day. Now, we've got some interesting pics of the day to share with you. But first, I'm going to share with you this. Shadow grids. What the fuck are they? This was outside last night, outside here where I am. Now, I fucked my head up a bit because I was thinking scientifically what this could be. Now, some people have proposed it's dozens of LED lights in the street lighting. Yeah, I think they replaced all the lights in the world during Rona. I get that, yeah. But that's not what you see here. Guys, look. The tree is illuminated by the tree. The light illuminates the tree, you can see it. The grid pattern comes all the way out to here. And it's moonlight. It was an unbelievable moon. And this is like when I seen about 3 years ago that subjective experience thing that people were saying was happening with the eclipse shining through a tree. And you could see thousands. Can you remember that, Squirrel Sniper? Thousands of crescent moons. Punkit Word posted. Can you remember that in the eclipse? Auto. There's Campbell. Check your emails, Campbell. I'll give you a ring as soon as this show finishes. But I've got a paranormal thing. But I need to speak to you. To try and get you over here. Maybe somebody will pay right now, today. That would be better. Park Ranger Martin, Timothy Trice. But don't worry, we're on it. We're on it, Campbell. We're working on it. It's nothing. It's just like it's crazy over here, bro. You don't know what the fuck we're doing. So last night, this happened. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I'm looking at. Scientifically, I can't work it out. You know, it looks like wave function. I don't think it's anything to do with the LED. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I'm looking at. Oh, excuse me. Excuse, it just fucks my head up anyway. So yeah, we're gonna look at that again tonight. The shadows came out in a three, like it even looked three-dimensional grid pattern. It's the weirdest thing you can look at that. You can see, right. So you can see the leaves blowing where, you know, the moonlight and the LEDs are getting. So what the fuck is all this out here from the moonlight, guys? You'll see now. When the car goes past, it's just, what the fuck are we looking at? Unbelievable stuff. See it? Right the way down the road. Just fucking nuts. Dome lag. That's interesting. Well, it was a little wind, but 4D, it really did look 4D. Would have been worse on mushrooms. It would have been. Benny Riley, we love you, Benny Riley. We seen you last night, being a true fucking legend. We love you. We're gonna give you. I'm gonna give you a big kiss on the top of the head, Benny. Yeah, big kiss on the top of your big Brian. Tell me we love you. That's what we're gonna tell you. We love you, Benny, for being so epic. We're gonna give you a big kiss on the Brian. So yeah, that was amazing. Yeah, that was freaky as fuck, don't you think? So that was last night, which I posted. Excuse me. So let me go back to some pictures, some mud flood and other stuff, and things of the week. There's only a few of them, but we're gonna go through them quick, as I said. Busy man, busy man. I don't know. They did definitely replace all the street lights in the world. Like they just shit out 1 billion of them and replaced them everywhere in the world over COVID. So there's definitely, I think that they're brainwashing you through flicker rate using the LED lights. I think there's definitely some sort of tech going on in process. Honestly, could be the lighting, just fucking making everyone dozy. Who even knows? So yeah, this building's a bit, you know, amazing. Antiquity building. I just love the style on it. But look at all this fucking mud. What the fuck? So I could dig that there's stairs going up the mud, but which came first, the mud or the house? Because there's a bit of mud attached to it, yeah, and a bit of a path coming here with a rail going up to the upper landing. So this is solid mud then, a bit broken down rather than rock. But yeah, I would say, why the fuck didn't they remove it? But it just shows mud flood, doesn't it? This door here, if it is, there's mud up against it, all the way up there. So I saw one of those pictures where you see mud flood captured, I feel. We see so many pictures of buildings half buried in mud. But that is just mind-blowing. Okay, so were they growing limbs in the past? Okay, maybe this is just a process of keeping limbs fresh. I get it. But what if they were growing limbs in the past? What if they were growing people, homunculus in the past? What were they doing? All of that cloney stuff in the past that they're probably doing now, with like John Goodman, for example. So, Mandela effect. Going to talk about all of this with Shiva Shampoo and Jason Archaix. I think it might be Tuesday. I'm not sure if the show's recorded, but so Scooby-Doo's like the best thing. I've got a lucky Scooby-Doo in my window. Scooby-Doo is epic. We all went to shit. Everyone knows when Scrappy turns up. Fuck. But Shaggy, right, always had an Adam's apple. In fact, he had a couple of hairs coming out of his Adam's apple. And every time the shit went down, he would go gulp and his Adam's apple would go up and down. I remember this, but not anymore. Shaggy, yeah, has no longer an Adam's apple. When everyone remembers it. Yeah. Thanks, Shiva. Mind blow. Yeah, Shaggy definitely had an Adam's apple. I can remember he had hairs on it, and he went gulp, and it would go up and down. So, thanks, Chief. If you fart in space, you move forward. So if you're wondering how they managed to, because it's like because of the nature of space rocket, yeah, it's got no thrust in a vacuum. There's nothing to push off of, is there? So they sort of say it's expanding gases causing forward momentum and thrust. So that just sounds like as stupid is. So I think this is more likely that if you fart collect the fat and let the fat out the back of the spaceship, you'd be able to get interplanetary space travel. Probably go to maybe another galaxy. We're going to go to Andromeda on space fats. I bet it looks. I probably get away with this. I don't know. YouTube's opening up, but Neil deGrasse Tyson, I think he's got a bit of makeup on there. I'm gonna go a bit further. I think his name's Wendy on a Wednesday. I think he likes to dress up. I'm just saying. I'm just chucking that out there. It might not be true. So it doesn't matter anyway. It's Neil deGrasse Tyson. So you know, I'm a flat earther. They expect that shit, don't they? What if under all of them amazing old bits of history that we see on top of mountains, that all of this shit is underneath, down into the underworld? You know what Jason talks about, all of this real estate underground and other worlds underneath us. Well, this sort of suggests it. And they could be ancient. They could be down there all the time, the others. It's highly intriguing. I know they do go underground. I'm very much into that idea. So at first I look at that, I thought, oh, I look like a dick and balls. But it's not. It's a little dog looking out the window. It's funny how the mind creates. So I've got a cool book. I'll share it with you. You can read it. I'll link it up in the description box following this video. And this chapter here says it's the apocalypse. The apocalypse. And it shows you some sort of church that is a bit mud flooded, I guess. Looks like a bit of a crypt, but it definitely looks like the place is called Apocalypse for some reason. So this was dug up in China, or on the Tibetan plateau, and it is a ginger Caucasian person in old world China, if you like, on a pub. Ginger, Gingers, but we know that. So once you see, you can unsee it. Do you see it? So if not, lean back and squint. Lean back and squint, and then you can see it. So that was crafty of them. Obey. That's right, obey. Yep, obey. Wankers. Indeed. Header o frog. Wankers. No, don't obey. So this is curious. I've been thinking about this place for the longest time, the Parthenon in Rome. Been in there, looked at it for fuck off. 2,000-year-old, and you still got that concrete. And I was really like, it's fucked my head up wondering about the oculus at the top, because when I went in, there was drizzling, like raining inside, guys. It was raining inside. I thought 2,000 years of rain inside. Oh, right, that makes no fucking sense. Okay, we'll dig that they are putting a new road down. Should we say that? Okay, this looks fucked and messed up compared to what it does today. So they're just proving this photo, actually, that they've done a lot of work on it since then. It looks completely fucked. It looks like actually a fakey background. It's like pencil drawing in the background. But yeah, all right. And Rome had nothing going on in the late 1800s. Now there's a busy road that goes past here, and is ripped past and sidewalks, etc. But back in the day, a couple of tomatoes off an old lady, or maybe a young lady, difficult to say. She covered that. Isn't it hot in Italy? Why she got all that clothes on? She must be fucking cooking. Curious. But I think if they came, it makes sense though, guys. If they reset this place and they come up from underground places to this sun, then they're not going to be used to it. And then he would have to cover themselves over with top hats and big clothes because they're not of this sun. That makes sense? Or equally, if they came from the bottom of the sea, for example, some aquatic race, then the first thing they would see when they got to the surface from the depths and the darkness would be the sun, and it would look like a corona or glistening. And the corona, the monarchy, is all a big part of their thing. I wonder if that's the first thing they seen before they got up here. Anyway, so there it is, 2,000-year-old. It's like an eye and an oculus. I think there's some strange ritual magic going on with this building. And it's supposed to be Roman. It's supposed to be wafer thin concrete at the top that stood for 2,000 years, believe it or not. It's a strange technology of soundproofing and acoustics as well in there. One door in, one door out. It's in the past it was a not a Christian church. It was one that worships all gods. So this priest, which is unusual for priests, is not really into little boys. He likes women. He's like, yeah, let's check a look at that. Come for confession later. Come for confession at 6. Tell me about all the things you've been doing. So this is London. Beautiful picture. This and First World War troops. Sure, we'll have to get themselves blown to smithereens. And the buses of the time damp because it's Britain. Everything's always damp. But it's a lovely little taste of old London. Okay, we're moving on. So, do not climb, play on, or around the pipe. I completely agree with that. Fuck them and play on it. So here's a load of kids non-obey it, doing what the fuck they want, like we all used to when we was kids, and not abiding by signs. Signs were like to be sprayed on or broken. We didn't take no notice. Although that is a sewage pipe, probably putting shit out into the sea. So we've all grown up with shit floating past us when we were swimming, haven't we, guys? Yeah, just the trick is to keep your mouth shut. Don't want to swallow a turd. 1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, rock. 5, 6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, rock. 9, 10, 7 o'clock, and rock around the clock tonight. So here's a couple of Teddy Boy and Teddy Girl. He's got his Beatle crushes on. He's dancing to Bill Haley and the Comets. Everyone's clapping along. They don't get too naughty because it's basically the 1950s. And the worst would be smoking a cigarette or having a kiss behind the bike sheds. But this girl, wow, she's risque. Is she actually spins her waist and shows her stockings and knickers. Time travel would be epic. Here is Billie Holiday. I love Billie Holiday. I really love her. I feel sorry for why she ended up like she did and had that hard life growing up in a brothel and shit like that. But it looks like she's got a nice coat there, so it looks like she's recovered a bit. She's got money stuck in her tights there. Somebody's given her a few quid. That's in Nottingham in England when she was on tour in Nottingham, England. Billie Holiday. Strange fruit indeed. This is in Quebec. Now, question is, there it is, built. And here is a building site. All of the photographs that we show, most of, the building is already there, isn't it? And it's a really freaky looking building. It's a mind-blowing building, actually. But it's just there, isn't it? It's not just being built. It's actually there. Okay. And that's that amazing place in Quebec. It looks like most of it's buried to me. Oh, we're building. This is a crazy thing. I'm going to talk about this on my hypothesis that I'm going to be presenting at the Socal. Some stuff associated with this at Socal Errants Expo by Jason Archaix in the 21st of October. You can get tickets for that down below. I think there's a few left. So I'm going to be doing a presentation, hypothesis, more of a theory, see how it goes with elements of all of this. So this is the Norwegian Spiral event on the 9th of December 2009. The whole basically the thing was white, moved across the sky, and it opens up and it looked like a hole in the sky, and it was witnessed by millions in Norway. That went across the sky. Not CGI, not AI. It was witnessed by everybody and who's seen it across the sky. And I've seen things like this in old books like Natural Phenomena and books like that. I've seen this same strange atmospherical thing, but I think I know what's going on, and I'm going to get to it a little bit later when we get to these meets. Okay, guys, it'll be worth it. And I'm really looking forward to bringing it to you because I absolutely love new ways of thinking. I really do. That's a crazy image. So this was in LA, the Riker building, the Richfield building, and they knocked it down in 1969, but it was a crazy looking building, and it looks like at the top of a skyscraper, like old world. Why would they knock that down? Crazy. Well, we know why, but amazing. And here's the remnants of the Crystal Palace in the 1930s. Apparently, metal and glass burns, and the whole Crystal Palace burned down. There it is there. But like, these are people coming in after the event, the aftermath, and it looks like bombs have dropped. What the fuck is all of this debris? Did the glass Crystal Palace explode? How did all of this debris get down there? Bits of masonry, bits of steel. It's just, how could they have got down there? This fucking thing blew up. That thing exploded, is what happened for a debris field like that. So these are in Leipzig, Germany, evidence of an underground civilization. They've been dug up relatively recently. You can see some evidence online, and you'll see this, what you want to call a Roman world, Phoenician world, fireplaces. Looks like a kiln for baking bread, and an underground world. Maybe 1,000 years, who even knows? But just under the streets in Leipzig, because they build worlds on top of worlds on top of worlds. You can go really deep down and find civilization. Japanese pygmies and giants. Apparently commonplace in the whole world. In Japan's also. Okay. Some crazy geometry. I kind of thinking this is an advanced, these things in Indian temples, some sort of advanced technology. It's like that just opens up and then shows that wheel. Maybe you'll take hallucinogenics and see what it does. So this was a parade. I can't blow it up, but it does show giants, and you can see a dragon down there, and some giants here, which are damn sight bigger than the people, and they're bigger than elephants. I'll get that. Like, I got the link for that. I'll be able to show it at a later date. So yeah, under Leipzig again. Look at this. Top of an arch. It's on the underground. It's an old world arch. All that way into the road. Full of mud. Mud flooded classical world. They got fucked up. Look at all that underneath. Really high walls. Massive domes. Dome arches. All under the street. Crazy, isn't it? Look at that Antiquity building. Across the road, buried civilization, all below your feet. So I picked this up on Facebook Archaix. It's an old civilization, looks like a circuit board, but you've got mud runoff on it. You can actually see some mud runoff on it, or into it, but it looks like mud runoff. Mud flow is what I would say. And some bits are splattered as well, like the whole thing's been attacked. Crazy, isn't it? Could find that. Use some more giants out of a Russian engraving book. You got tiny little people there, and you got these big fellas there. Seems to be commonplace in your world for people like us, nickel, and giants to walk side by side. Unless we had a little put and where the giants and the little people are gone, the mudflood. That could be the case. This could also be the case. Ways out, upwards, in the sky. Like it says in Enoch's book, windows in the sky, in a firmament, in a dome, ways out, and Jacob's ladder. But they do talk about this all being an analogy for spiritual ascension anyway, which might be. This is interesting. Just a bit like Debbie Harry anyway, or witch. During ancient times, the crones, hags, and witches were frequently sages, leaders, midwives, and healers in their own communities, and were revered for their wisdom and knowledge. As history evolved and the patriarchal society took hold, the definitions of the crone, the crowned one, the hag, the holy one, and the witch, the wise one, were distorted. William, woman, sisterhood. Maybe that's interpretation, but I'll go with that because there are good witches and there are bad witches in this place. Okay, and there are definitely mystics which they seek, I feel. Sages, leaders, and midwives. So we're looking at leyline maps today over the United States. Highly interesting this. If you haven't seen it, there's a crazy big ley line that goes through the Carolinas and North Carolina, but this one is a major one, and it goes through San Antonio, Here where I am now in Houston, New Orleans, and it comes out in St. Augustine. And this one goes further out into the ocean because there are other maps where this is like a whole grid, a world grid with nodal points. You can see here the whole piece, Shiprock, circle nodal points, and you know, Route 66 is on a nodal point. We found that it's on a ley line. We literally mapped Route 66 and it was literally on a ley line, which will probably explain why we could get off it. But yeah, so that's the ley lines and the sacred nodal points for the United States of America as proposed by whomever. Okay, interesting. I don't know what they have. They look like old tree trunks on top of a hill. And they're massive. You can see the little dot person? Sorry, I haven't got the geographical location because nobody thought to put it in when I picked it up on Facebook. Happened. Okay, we're moving on. Okay, this might be a good channel. I'm going to link this up. This is a nice little alchemical book. I like to link a couple of things up, but this one is 10 types of trippiness. I don't know what's going on with it. I never do with alchemical world. It's just like headfuck, isn't it? So what is it about? Jesus. Translate to English. So we have 486 of you watching in total on my Facebook, on Tartaria channel, on my Liga channel. Thanks for being here. It's good to be back, and I will do more Flatterday and posts because I got a new camera and new mic sorted. Got given to me by Jason. Sort my shit out because I had a terrible fucking microphone. So that was awesome. I've him to sort me out, and then I'm a tech each. So have you seen that ball thing there that looks like the crucible that the royals have? And the jester is holding. See, I think it's all clues to this spiritual ascension. You know, these beings lit up because they found the vibration and they've ignited, star in a jar wise, you know. So it's a really old language, this one, but it's got some crazy good alchemical depictions. Anyway, what the fuck am I doing? Okay. So I'll share that with you because I'm not going to fuck around with books, but it's an alchemical book and I'll share it to you. It's got crazy images, and this one too, which has the apocalypse building and buildings out of the classics and the Bible as well, and their geographical location. I'll just give you an example because they're fucking mental. This book's really good. Look at that crazy shadow with a skyscraper in the middle. That thing looks like it's future modern, but it's not. Not in France. So okay, excuse me. Okay, it's getting hot. Need to put the fan on. So I'm going to be wrapping this up very shortly. I'm just going to share a little video with you. Their books will be shared in a minute. I'm not sure if this is going to play my volume. Let's just have a look. Nah, it's not playing volume because I never clicked it. So yeah, Knights of the Round Table, The Truth of Tribe. This is an advert from, I've got 2 books out. You can get them in the description box below. Also tickets for Socal, and I'm doing a little Fat of British meet in Houston as well. Knights of the Round Table. We're going to bring some minds together. We're going to do some fantastic stuff, guys, and it's just going to be all about the people. You know, meeting you, hugging you, shaking hands, get some photographs in, and a bit of networking, you know, hooking up with some people, lifelong friendships. You know, that's what it's about, guys. Yeah, all that weirdness on fucking YouTube does my head in. It's about the people, man. We need to bring it to the people. So that's what we're doing, guys. And there's something very special happening over here. We all feel it. Like there's something bigger that none of us get, you know, happening and at play. And we're all going through like the process of doing it. And it's tough sometimes, guys. You know, we do so many different things, and you know, we're getting fucked with on the internet, and you know, like I explained earlier, there's a real lot of weirdness going on the old YouTube page. So let's all meet up. Socal, Jason's site is linked down below in the description box. And a week later, Martin's farewell for now for America. He's going to be zooming back to Britain for a little bit, and then he's going to be doing some shit over there probably as well. Okay, so that is what we're up to as well. Okay, so make sure to subscribe. Plenty going on. Keep a look on my community tab, guys, to keep you up to date with all of the stuff going down. So that's me. Don't you worry. Be happy. I dig the shit stuff happens, guys, and it ain't easy. And you've got to be a special kind of like not give a fucker. But if you put things into perspective, it's just it really matter. You know, people, I notice people worry about shit all when they really got it all. It's like I think to myself, fuck me, God help you if anything really wrong went wrong. People moan about a lot of stuff, guys, and they grumble and they just, and it's all about them, isn't it? It's like me. When they can change it, all they got to do, change, break pattern, like with these meets. Yeah, we've had people like Tony. We love Tony, right? She's a lady. She turns up. She changed her life. She's like just having the best fucking time, and she's like in her 60s, and she just got there, met all the gang, and she's just having the best time. We love her dearly, and there's just all these people we meet along the way, and you just keep them as friends because they're wonderful people, and that's what we've been doing, guys. Me, myself, Jason, Don, and all that. We just meeting such groovy people and making friends and connections. Okay, and getting a hang on what's happening with this shitstorm fucking chill fest that's all over fucking YouTube, which we've had enough of, by the way. Okay, as you know, and we will address it. Yeah. Okay, thanks. What's that, Fiver Perez? Good to see you. Thank you, Martin. Lately, it's been tough. It has. It's been a weird time, but like, you know, I got to keep on top of it, guys. I'm not letting my fucking vibration sink for 1 fucking second. What good would I be to you all if I was misery guts, huh? Would you like me to crank up Crime Mountain? No, fuck no. I wouldn't even go live if I was miserable. Not that I do. Tartaria. The future is offline, friends. Yeah, man, we didn't always have the internet. This thing shit out of nowhere and tricked us. Oh, it's fucking groovy. And we got Google fucking Maps. Brill. Free energy. Free energy. Alpha Billy, good to see you, my brother. Much love to you, sir. Worrying is a poor use of the imagination. Yeah, man. I fucking sit there writing books and movies in my head. They're always comedic and a bit rude, but they are good. You know, they're not all rude, but I do have belly dancers in most. Amazing. Thank you, Shirley. Let's have some fun. And let's fight for our right to party, guys. Let's be happy little chappies and fuck them all. Okay? We won this, guys. We got this. We're on this. And I know you all feel fab. I know you all got that tickly belly and you're feeling that mountain magic. Okay, so there's Hippie Shake linking up the meetups. If you're in America, it ain't that much. Just make all you gotta do is just say to yourself, go. That's all it is. Just say to yourself, go. Debs, good to see you. Start creating like, oh, it's a long way. Oh, I'll be aching. Traveling's easy. You're sitting on your ass most of it. Just say. It's only stressful when things go to shit, but that's usually us as well making things go to shit because we create travel fear. Oh, what if I have a glitch at the airport? Guess what turns up? Glitch at the airport. Free soul hippie and things like that. We're just doing it. Aussie. I know as soon as it happens, I was like, oh, fucking hell. And I usually get tip-offs and thinking, no, that's not a good idea. And I do mention things and say, I don't think that's a good idea. And then later on, prove like that wasn't a good idea. So I'm like tipped off as well, like that's not a good idea by these, whatever this is. What is all of this shit, guys? Somebody tell me. What was that grid pattern? What is all this shit? Do you know? No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't know. Oh, there she is. See there, Turtle Tiger Turtle. Going to have to rewatch this one. We love you, Tony. You're such a special lady. Shiny, beautiful blue eyes. And the fantastic time we had. We laughed so hard, all of us guys. We had such a stomach ache. We were like, from laughing. We had the best time. Just the best. Yay! So, guys, I'm going to shoot off because I've got a show soon, and I'm thirsty as fuck, and I need to do stuff. I know it's not a 3 hour, but I'm on the move and doing stuff, and I got another show soon. Okay, thank you. Any word. Good to see you, mate. Okay, and our lovely Turtle Tiger. We love her. Thank you, member Aussie Gus, new member. Thank you for doing our membership. It's really cool of you. There's Benny. We're loving on Benny today and every day because that's what we do. I'm a love monger. Some people are warmongers. I'm a love monger. I'm going to stir that love up. I'm going to make people love on one another, whether they like it or not. Okay. Doesn't matter. There's Jamie and Corey, and I'm going to be popping back soon this week. Now, I'm going to record everything that I do this week. Anywhere groovy I go, I'm going to be doing some filming in America while I'm here as well. Groovy stuff. So make sure if you're going to come to the meets, the links are in the descriptions box. I will keep on posting them through the community pages, etc. Keep on doing shorts, and I will do Flatterdays whenever I can, like today. Okay, so double flat thumbs to infinity thrice, wiggly flat thumbs. Let's stay epic and celebrate being epic. Celebrate life, guys. Why wouldn't you? Fucking A. You know it makes sense, guys. Yeah, total logic, Matt. Got it. Okay, Flatfest came code. Okay, have a good rest of the weekend, guys, and I will see you very soon.